Well, as the leader said, we had a very good discussion at lunch, heard from a lot of our members about what their priorities are, heard from the administration about what some of their priorities are, and now the hard work begins of writing a bill that in the end will have to attract bipartisan support and be able to get through the Senate to get a presidential signature. And we are in a different circumstance than we were when we did this in March. We know a lot more, and one of the reasons we know a lot more is because I think we took a very thoughtful approach to this. We have observed what's been happening in the economy and looking to see what progress we've made with a lot of the steps that have already been taken. We've listened to states and communities and businesses and healthcare providers and educators and people across this country who have given us ideas about what the needs are and how we can best target the steps that we now take. And so it's been a very deliberative process. The Democrats, on the other hand, if you'd done what they wanted to do several weeks ago, we would have thrown another $3 trillion out there to fund a whole lot of things that are totally unrelated to the COVID crisis. And so the Republicans have taken a much more responsible approach. This will be a very targeted approach. And as we move forward, the leader pointed out our priorities are going to be kids, going to be health care, going to be jobs for American workers. And in my own case, I'm hoping we can have included in there a provision that ensures that COVID relief workers and mobile workers don't get hit with a big surprise tax bill. It's a provision that I hope can be included in this. I'll be looking, obviously, to make sure that we're addressing the needs and the concerns of agriculture, America's farmers and ranchers. And as the leader pointed out, liability protections, not just for businesses, but for healthcare workers, for colleges and universities and schools across this country as well, who could be hit with frivolous lawsuits if we don't take action. So I'm hoping we can have Democrat cooperation. That's obviously what it's going to take, and there isn't anything that's been proposed by Republicans that shouldn't enjoy broad bipartisan support. There's a deal out there to be had, and one that I think can move us in the right direction for the future of this country and get us back onto a track where not only can we address the health care crisis in this country, but also the economic crisis.